Halo, good morning. Halo.
Sorry.
Oke, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Selamat siang teman-teman dan selamat bergabung di IES Webinar Series yang ke-12. Good afternoon everyone. Welcome to the 12th of IES Webinar Series. Oke, acara hari ini terselenggara atas kerjasama IES Foundation Indonesia dengan Hannam University South Korea. Nah, seperti teman-teman ketahui dan ikuti sebelumnya ya, pada tanggal 1 April yang lalu, kita telah menyelenggarakan webinar dan share banyak informasi tentang study dan living in South Korea dari beberapa narasumber. Nah, hari ini kita mengundang kembali Hannam University untuk berbagi lebih banyak informasi tentang belajar atau kuliah di Korea Selatan, terutama kuliah dan belajar bahasa Korea di Hannam University. Dan saat ini kita sudah bergabung juga dengan kita Mr. Kim Wonde dan Miss Yurim. Halo.
Hello.
Okay, how are you today?
Yeah, we are very good. Thank you.
Okay, we thank you for your time to share more information about studying in South Korea. Well, baik, saya perkenalkan diri terlebih dahulu. Saya Rani Adelina yang akan memandu acara ini. Namun saya tidak sendiri. Hari ini saya akan ditemani oleh Miss Rita Yuhadi yang akan menjadi moderator di acara inti nanti. Oke, sebelum ke acara inti nanti, boleh ya teman-teman yang sudah bergabung untuk absen terlebih dahulu di chat box atau di kolom komen, baik yang mengikuti acara ini melalui Zoom atau YouTube channel. Bisa ketik nama dan dari daerah mana. Nah, sambil kalian absen, saya juga ingin informasikan rundown acara dan info tata tertib lainnya. Sebentar ya.
공유하면 보여.
Oke, tunggu sebentar. Maaf, ada kendala sedikit di teknis. Oke, tunggu sebentar. Ya. Baik. Oke, rundown hari ini setelah welcoming dari saya akan ada opening remark dari IES Foundation Director dan dari Hannam University Director. Kemudian setelah itu kita langsung ke acara inti yaitu presentasi tentang Hannam University dan Cyber Korean Language Class dari Miss Yurim. Kemudian dilanjutkan dengan Q&A dan setelah itu ada sedikit informasi dari IES dan sebelum kita closing kita adakan foto session. Oke. Nah, perlu saya informasikan juga untuk tata tertib peraturannya. Sebentar ya. Oke. Yang pertama peraturan pertanyaan diajukan melalui chat box, oke, atau baik di Zoom atau di kolom komen di YouTube channel. Pertanyaan boleh diajukan, sudah mulai dibuka dari sekarang. Kemudian syarat mendapatkan certification of participant, yaitu pertama mengikuti acara dari awal hingga akhir. kemudian melengkapi webinar questionnaire. Linknya nanti akan kita share setelah acara ini selesai via email. Oke. Nah, jika ada pertanyaan dari teman-teman, boleh nanti diinformasikan di ya. Oke, di sini di email atau melalui WhatsApp, atau bisa mengunjungi kami juga di YouTube kami, di YouTube atau di IG kami. Baik. Oke, itu informasi yang saya berikan untuk peraturannya. Oke, sebentar. Ya. Baik, sekarang kita lanjutkan ke acara. Baik, sekali lagi selamat datang dan selamat bergabung teman-teman yang sudah join. Dan sebelum kita masuk ke acara inti, kami ingin memperkenalkan kembali tentang IES Foundation melalui video berikut ini. Silakan. Oke, baik. Ya, mohon maaf sebentar, ini kebetulan ada masalah teknik di tempat saya.
Right, it seems that Rani has some connection problem. So the next part is we're going to continue with IES Foundation information. Maybe instead of Ibu Rani, maybe we can skip that part first. So Ibu Erika, we would like to give you some time, about 5 minutes, to give information and also remark as the director of IES Foundation.
Thank you,
All right, please.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining our webinar today. And hopefully that all of you can get the great information from Hannam University. We are happy that we have Hannam University here today with us. 안녕하세요, Mr. Won-bae Kim and Ms. Yurim Yoon.
안녕하세요.
안녕하세요.
That's the only word that I know, okay? So don't ask me more. Okay. I'm so happy dan semuanya semua selamat sore, selamat siang hari ini. Mudah-mudahan acara ini bermanfaat buat Anda semua dan mendapatkan informasi yang paling akurat about study in Korea ya. Today our webinar will talk about Yuk Kenali Belajar di Korea. Jadi so many different things that you can learn from Hannam University and also their exclusive program, the Cyber Korean language class platform that will help you to prepare yourself to study in Hannam University. This language program is actually is like to prepare you like in kalau untuk bahasa Inggris itu pakai untuk preparation TOEFL. Nah kalau yang ini adalah topik ya. Jadi dengan Anda belajar ini Anda bisa dapat beasiswa, scholarship dan juga bisa kuliah di Hannam University atau mungkin di universitas lainnya kayak gitu. Okay. So apply to this program, Cyber Korean Language class platform, so it's an affordable price for you because you don't have to go to Korea to prepare yourself. You can do it here in Indonesia. The fee is affordable. So also this is using technology. So everyone can talk directly with Hannah, with the teacher from Hannam University. Then you get the first information, and also the teacher is a Korean, so you get the native language, the native teacher for this program. So, okay, I think that's the all information that I would like to share with you, and hope this information really give you great information, and then feel free to contact us to apply for this program. This is a great program. And then this is the first time that all the university in Korean have this kind of program, because the other university, they don't have it. This is the first Hannam University who offer us with a great opportunity to learn Korean online. Okay. Thank you, Hannam University, for the opportunity that you give to us, and hope all of you will get the great information and then the great opportunity to study and get a scholarship to study there too. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Ibu Erika. All right, so we're going to continue with the next part. In the next part, we're going to hear a remark from Hannam University Director Kim Won-bae. Hello, Mr. Kim.
Hello.
Hello. Okay, so we will give you about 5 minutes.
Okay. Hello, everyone. My name is Won-bae Kim. I am the Director of International Relations at Hannam University. I have my close colleagues here with me today, two beautiful young ladies. Let me introduce Ms. Jung Yurim, Manager of International Relations. Say hello.
Hello. It's a great honor to be here, and thank you all for joining this workshop / orientation session for today. And I hope this session will help you understand better about our new Cyber Online Korean Language course. And I will do the presentation after his remark. So
okay, we have another manager of the Korean Language Institute, Miss Park. Would you say a few words to them? Just say hello to them. 앉아서 말씀하시면 나와요.
hello.
Hello.
얘기하세요.
Hello, my name is Youngsuk Park.
There she is. Okay.
Okay. We have two colleagues attending this significant webinar today. It is personally, it is indeed my great pleasure and honor to welcome each of you to the webinar jointly hosted by Hannam University in Korea and International Education Service Foundation in Indonesia. Please allow me to thank each and every one of you for sharing your valuable time with us today. I'm especially grateful to IES Foundation for hosting and arranging this special occasion, and sincerely appreciate your continued devotion to our partnership. There is a Chinese proverb that states, a tree growing only upward cannot produce shade, and a tree standing alone cannot make a forest. IES is one of our most active partner institutions in Asia. For this, we want to thank you for helping us continue to build the cultural bridges that many young generations will utilize for years to come. I'm truly grateful to be here with you all today at this wonderful webinar prepared for our prospective students and the distinguished members of your staff. As you are well aware, when the Korean War ended in 1953, nobody mentioned any word of hope, like future or even tomorrow. However, from the ashes of the war, Korea has achieved such an astonishing economic development and democratic growth for the shortest period of time in the world's history. I cannot tell you every details about Korea here, but the primary goal of this webinar is to let you find out why Korea is interesting, not as a fan, but as a student. Have you guys ever heard of a Korean wave or Hallyu? I believe many of you may say yes. Because of a K-pop star, BTS, or Oscar-winning Korean film Parasite. Hallyu refers to the spread of South Korean culture and entertainment in Asia and other parts of the world, starting from the 1990s. It mainly reflects to three forms of media: K-pop, K-drama, K-movies, and other aspects of Korean culture, such as food, fashion, internet games, and the language. I hope you will get to experience what the Korean wave is all about while you are studying through our program. This will eventually lead you to become a Korean expert. We invite you to a thrilling journey into dynamic Korea through Hannam University. We are here today to motivate and encourage all of you to become a global leader through our study abroad programs. We proudly offer the so-called online Korean language program. As Ms. Erica just mentioned, and the degree courses at both undergraduate and graduate levels. Once again, we thank IES for your efforts and contribution to the successful hosting of this meaningful event. The presentation prepared for our prospective students will follow after my session by Mr. Chung Yurim. So I hope you will enjoy your time with us today, and hopefully we look forward to seeing some of you attending this seminar today on Zoom, in our cyber language, Korean Language Institute in the future. Okay, thank you. Thank you for your time, and great pleasure again. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Director Kim. All right. So in the next 40 minutes, we will listen to a presentation given by Miss Yurim Jong. She's a graduate from Linton School of Global Business from Hannam University, and now she is the International Relations Office Manager at Hannam University. All right, Miss Yurim, for the next session, you will be giving an introduction of Hannam University and also Cyber Korean Language course.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for your introduction. Hello, good to see you all. Thank you for joining our workshop / orientation session for today. I am the speaker for today's presentation. My name is Yurim Jong, and you can call me Miss Jong or Yurim. Either way are just fine with me. And I am currently working in the International Relation Office from Hannam University. I know that you guys are here with curiosity and full of questions about the new online Korean language program. So I hope this presentation helps solve most of the questions that you have. So we also have a time for a FAQ session after the presentation. So if you have questions while listening to the presentation, you can hold that question for a while and until the end of the presentation and ask me afterwards. So before I start with the presentation, I want to start off with the question why you have to learn Korean and come to Korea. What is the reason? There are a lot of reasons for that. I will talk about 3 main points. First, Korean is useful. There are more than 75 million people who speak Korean, and it ranks as 18th in the most used language in the world. So if you plan on doing any sort of business in the country, you will need to know Korean. And obviously, bilingual employees are more valued in a company. So, and as you know, Korea has the 12th largest economy in the world. So, and companies such as Samsung, Hyundai, and LG are constantly expanding. So learning Korean and its culture could put you to the front. So for these reasons, I do believe learning Korean and the culture would be extremely beneficial for your future. Secondly, you may think that Korean is hard to learn, but learning Hangul, the Korean alphabet, is very easy. The Korean language is considered to have the most logical system of writing in the world. And the Korean alphabet is built on the sounds of the language. So this makes speaking Korean a lot easier, and it's not a hard language to learn. It's comparatively easy to learn. And third and lastly, Korean music, drama, and movies are incredibly popular right now. So thanks to BTS, Blackpink, and many other K-pop artists, learning Korean language is a super cool one to be at the moment, and it's becoming a trend. So for these reasons, I do believe learning Korean and the culture would be extremely beneficial for your future. Now that I told you the reasons why to choose the Korean language, I want to start our presentation for today. Let me share my PPT. Right. Can you guys see the presentation, PPT? Okay. So the index is in this order. I will introduce you Korea and Daejeon, Hannam University, and what kind of departments and major there are, and about Korean language program, campus life, and what kind of programs there are. And lastly, I will tell you it's the main bit of our presentation about the Cyber Korean language program. So something about Korea. Something about Korea. This is the gesture that we often do when taking a picture. It's a small heart made out of our fingers. So now to tell you briefly about Korea, we have around 50 million people and 5,000 years of long history. This is our Korean flag. And I guess you guys are familiar with the culture like K-pop and K-wave. And also this is kimchi, Korean traditional wear called hanbok, and taekwondo, which is a traditional sport in Korea. And also our economic status is one of the top, we're in the one of the leading countries in the world. So our GDP and export is ranked 11th and 8th. And we're also good at making semiconductors, automobiles, and ships too. So these are just quick facts about Korea. And these are some major companies in Korea. Hyundai, Dongsim, I guess you guys know Samsung. And some famous actors and K-pop singers like BTS, Blackpink, famous male and female actors named Suji and Kim Soo-hyun. Now, moving over to the city where our university is located in, Daejeon is located in the center of South Korea. So since it's in the middle of South Korea, it serves as a hub of transportation. So you can go wherever you want. It's easy because we're located in the middle of the country. And also, it is also Korea's 6th largest cities with a population of over 1.5 million people. It is also called Asia's Silicon Valley and high technology city. So Daejeon has most of the things equipped, such as Seoul, but it's not so crowded than Seoul. So I would say it's peaceful, but at the same time, good for living. Now I want to introduce you some tourist spots. This is Expo Science Park, which is a theme park. Euneujeong이 Cultural City, where young people go and enjoy. And Daecheong Lake, you can enjoy the beautiful nature and scenery here. And there's some walking and bicycle route here. Now moving over to Hannam University, I will show you a short clip about the university.
for growth as a creative professional.
진짜요?
In
영상
addition, Hannam University is beginning a new future by creating a state-of-the-art urban industrial complex campus innovation park that includes businesses, startup support facilities, housing, and cultural facilities to become a driving force for regional innovation, development, and growth.
산학협력단과 공동연구 개발을 통해 신기술 창업 기업을
가운데?
기반화할 수 있도록 최선을 다하고 있습니다.
네, 이거 추워야 되나 봐요.
The producer of global leaders prepared to impact the world, Hannam University was already at the level of the international standard at the time of inception, offering classes conducted by English native speakers. Starting by forming a sisterhood relationship with Shikoku University in 1978, Hannam's global network has expanded to include 260 universities from more than 50 countries around the world. With a tradition that reflects a strong foundation in English education, the university has developed into a cradle that produces 21st century global elites who are creating a better tomorrow. The university also aims to become famous by transcending the national standard by aiming for the global standard through its various global educational programs for training international professionals.
Hannam University provides an environment for meeting and interacting with students from all over the world. Here, I have learned not only about Korean culture, but about many others, and it makes me feel at home.
Hannam University strives to cultivate globally talented students with Christian character based on the university motto of truth, freedom, and service. Out of the more than 100,000 alumni, Hannam University has nurtured 14 university presidents and college deans, as well as over 1,000 teachers, lawmakers, and corporate CEOs to meet the needs of our changing times and society. Since its founding, Hannam University continues to improve by consistently receiving the highest evaluation grades by the Korean Ministry of Education, fulfilling all 30 accreditation criteria during the second round of the nationwide university accreditation evaluation. Hannam University is ranked first among all private universities in the Daejeon-Chungcheong region in surveys on brand reputation. Hannam University also received a grade A evaluation as a leading startup college for 3 consecutive years and was selected as the regional base for the Daejeon and Sejong regions by the Korean Ministry of Employment and Labor for the University Creative Job Center to support various opportunities for experience and employment. Every year, Hannam University continues to maintain record high employment rates as well as produce senior candidates who consistently receive top-level rankings on the National Secondary School Teacher Recruitment Exams.
안녕하세요. 한남대학교 총장 이광섭입니다. 한남대학교는 진리, 자유, 봉사의 창업 이념을 바탕으로 인성 중심의 창의적 인재를 양성하고 있습니다. 우리 학생들은 한남대학교에서 4차 산업혁명 시대에 맞는 다양한 기초 소양 교육과 수준 높은 전공 교육 및 융복합 교육을 통해 글로벌 인재로 성장할 것입니다. 나에게 한남이란 나에게 한남이란
한남대학교는 나에게 한남이란
신사다,
근대다, 힘이다, 파트너다,
그다음에 영양식이다. The future.
패션,
음악이다, 음식이다.
Hannam University.
Did you enjoy watching the video? I guess the video made most of the things clear for you, but I want to point out some things that weren't introduced or emphasized in the video. So, some quick facts about the university. I'm sure this was inside the video also, but this shows the size and the scale of the university. So it's a fairly big university in Korea, and we are ranked as the top universities in the Daejeon and Chungcheong province. And we are also well known for its global network and sisterhood relationship with over 260 universities around the world. This is an education quality assurance system approved by the Ministry of Education. This is the picture of that. And these are some images of the campus. We actively support students who want to run their own business. So these buildings are related to those activities. Design Factory, and this building will be established in 2023. Some departments and majors. We have around 30 departments and majors in our undergraduate degree program. Among them, I like to talk about the departments that represent our school. Korean language and literature, and Linton School of Global Business. I'm also a graduate from Linton School of Global Business. Those classes are conducted all in English, and all the faculty members and the professors are speak English in the classes. So for those of who want to, for those of who don't speak Korean, can also think of enrolling into this major. And we also have convention and hotel management. Social welfare is also a major department in our university. Food and nutrition. We have business MBA, cosmetic science and sports and science in our graduate school program. So for the language proficiency, the requirements are for the global business major, you need a certain English score, such as TOEIC, TOEFL, IELTS, TEPS. But if you don't have an English score, we may conduct an English interview, but it's not 100% guaranteed. We first go over your resume and all the required documents first, and then see if we consider doing an English interview. And for those of you other than global business departments, the classes are all in Korean, so you need a certain Korean language proficiency test, such as TOEIC, at least level 3 of TOEIC test. Sorry for that. And scholarship, we have a good scholarship program. So we offer 30% to 50% reduction in course fees according to the student's GPA. And we also have topic scholarships starting from level 3 and level 3 to 6. Now going over to the Center for Korean Language Institute. Now those of who are not seeking for a degree program, but want to learn the Korean language can also think about our offline or online Korean language program. And the admission schedule is like this. The fall semester has already closed, and we are looking for students who would like to apply for the winter semester. This is our schedule, so it's also in our website, in our homepage, and you can also see the details in our admission guideline. So to tell you briefly about the admission process, students prepare the required documents and then submit the documents. We examine the documents, and then we issue an invoice, certificate of admission, and then the students pay tuition fee. The students apply for visa, And then we do a level test to assign the students to the right level. And then the class begins. There are total of 7 documents that you need to prepare, such as application form, 3 ID photos, copy of passport, bank balance, diploma and transcript, certificate of family relation, and certificate of income. So all the documents should be prepared in English or Korean. I guess you guys are curious about the dormitory. So 3 students share 1 room. Meals are not included, but those of you want to eat the meal, it's $4 for a meal. And it's 390,000 won for each quarter. And there are some rules and preparations for you to do. These are some pictures. This is the resting room of the dormitory. And this is where students study. Laundry room, the kitchen, hall of the dormitory, and there are some place to exercise, bedroom. Now, there are some programs specifically designed for the international students, such as buddy program. This program matches 1 Korean friend to 1 international student so that they can adapt to Korea and the campus more easily. We also go on a field trip. KSSP program, it stands for Korean Summer Studies Program. It is a camp where you could experience Korean culture and study Korean for 2 weeks. We also go on a career camp. This is the picture of it. And we also offer medical care for students. This is a mentor-mentee program. So to explain briefly about this, a mentor professor would be assigned to the international student to help you throughout your school years and help your studies, and maybe all of your other things. You could get support from the mentor professor. Some events such as Newcomers Day, Thanksgiving Day, and you can also participate in the school festival. Yep. Sorry. Yeah. Okay. Now moving on to our main topic for our presentation for today is Cyber Korean Language Program. So I guess you guys are curious about this program. To explain briefly about this program, it is a real-time, non-face-to-face class, and we provide the best know-how in Korean language education, and all the teachers are all experienced. We started our Korean language program from 1989, so we have our best know-how, and the teachers are all experienced with, and since this is on a digital basis, we do it on an advanced technology and learning tools. I think this is, okay. So we have our own smart classroom ready for this Cyber Korean language program. This is the picture of the class. And now I guess you guys are also curious about the platform that we use. So this is a sample class video and I will show it to you.
네, 안녕하세요. 오늘은 인터넷으로 수업해요. 오늘 초급 수업할 건데요. 선생님 화면 잘 보여요? 잘 보이면 비해주세요. 오늘 1반 저는 학생이에요. 배울 거예요. 어부부터 할게요. 네, 듣고 혼자서 따라 읽을게요. 나라, 나 한국, 독일, 호주, 독일 사람. 혜림씨님만 읽어보실까요? 독일 사람. 네, 잘했습니다. 우리 나라 배웠는데요.
You can also write down like this.
우리 방금 배웠어요. 한국, 독일, 호주. 네, 마이스피님, 우리 한국 어디 있어요? 네, 화면에 그리면 표시할 수 있어요. 펜 누르고 표시해 주세요. 한국 어디 있어요? 한국 국기 어디 있어요? 여기요. 안 되나요? 리사시피님 해주시겠어요? 핸드폰 아래 펜 누르시면 돼요. 네, 잘했어요. 우리 지금 리사시피님이 한국 잘 찾아줬어요. 우리 한 번 더 들어봐요. 한국 배웠어요. 우리 어휘 다 배웠어요. 연습으로 넘어갈까요? 우리 색이 들어볼게요. 캐나다. 정우식님 캐나다 찾아서 써주시겠어요?
So this is an interactive platform that the teacher and the student can use. So the student can also write down and choose the words and match the words. So now the student is writing.
정우식님 잘 썼죠? 캐나다. 네, 기획 써줬어요. 잘했어요.
Since it's a bit long, this is about the grammar.
네, 영상 볼게요.
There's also a video that you could watch.
안녕하세요. 저는 이인다예요.
안녕하세요. 저는 에릭이에요.
네, 우리 친구가 무슨 얘기했어요? 안녕하세요. 저는 누구누구예요 했어요. 같이 볼게요.
So also the teacher can write down in the platform. They can use it like creatively like this. So this is a sample class video. This was a sample class video. And now, what kind of contents are inside the platform is that we have e-learning. We provide online Korean lectures through the e-learning. So, and we also have topic mock tests. You can also take a sample test through the topic test. And also we have AI pronunciation tests. So the AI corrects students' pronunciation from Korean alphabet as a personal teacher. So all of these contents could help you, help your studies. And for the admission requirements, is that a person who has passion to learn Korean and person who has higher or equal academic background than high school graduation. We need attendance rate more than 80 to 90% of attendance rate. And also there are some priorities that we give you, like priority for admission of HNU's language course and degree courses. And we also offer special scholarship, 50% reduction of tuition fee for students with superior grades. This is just a simple admission process, and it's much simpler than getting admitted to our Korean offline program. Since we don't need visa or you don't have to come to Korea, it's much simpler. So students submit the documents, and then we screen the documents, announce admission, and then we issue an invoice. The students pay tuition fee, and we take a level test, and we assign the students to the right level, and the class begins. So for more details, we have 10-week to 20-week courses. It will be 4 hours a day from Monday to Friday. And that would be a total of 20 hours a week. And the tuition fee is $700 for 10 weeks, $1,400 for 20 weeks. And we have 4 levels from beginner 1-2 to intermediate level 1-2. And those who finish the course successfully, we will issue HNU certificate, and we offer scholarships. We tend to offer scholarship for 2 students per class. And this is the admission schedule for the fall semester. So those of you who want to get admitted to our Cyber Korean language program, you could think about the fall semester. You can take a picture, or you can also see the schedule that I gave you, the schedule that I gave to IES. You can refer to that schedule. So this is it. And if you have more questions, I'm always glad to answer all your questions. Once again, I'm the manager of International Relations Office. This is my contact information. You can capture this and take a picture of it, and you can always ask me freely. I'm glad to answer all your questions, and I hope you guys could come to Hannam and study Hannam and experience this wonderful Cyber Korean language program in Hannam. Thank you.
Rita, this is the end of Ms. Jung's presentation. So yeah, please go on.
Sorry, my laptop was lagging. All right, thank you, Ms. Jung. Okay, that was a very interesting presentation. And while waiting for questions about Cyber Korean language program, I have some questions myself. Jadi untuk para tamu yang sudah hadir, silakan untuk bertanya mengenai Cyber Korean language program dulu ya. Karena untuk siang ini kita akan fokusnya di program bahasa Korea dari Hannam University. Okay, so I think the most interesting part is when you showed us how the learning is done. So it was very interactive. It's using a software, isn't it?
Yeah, we have a specially designed platform yeah, where the students are receiving digital-based education. Yeah, so we call it Master K platform, developed by the one of the most biggest publishing company in Korea. Okay.
Very interesting. All right. So does it mean that the teacher will use the platform in class, or do you also provide the platform for students where they can study or access it online from their homes?
Yeah, of course. They can use a PC, personal computers, or mobile phones to get access to those platforms, and we allow students to log on to the platforms whenever the classes are needed. Okay.
Interesting. So will you also provide some kind of ebooks for them, or the learning is solely based on the platform?
You mean textbook?
Yeah, but the textbook is going to be in e-format, right? Because,
oh yeah, yes. Of course. They're very sophisticatedly designed, to meet the demands of online language education. So they can freely use wide range of Korean language skills and grammars and whatever are needed on the platforms. And also they are able, we allowed our students in our Cyber Korean Language Institute to get on access to the internet learning, e-learning program, mostly for topic course. It's free of charge. Every student in the Cyber Language Korean Institute can use the e-learning topic courses freely.
All right. So, and my next question will be, while waiting for questions from participants, who are the course designed for? I mean, is it designed for people who have no background at all of Korean language, or is it designed for people who have maybe the basics of the language itself?
Okay, let me answer to your questions. As was introduced by the Mr. Yurim Jung, our manager, that there will be placement test, level test, before the start of the classes. But beginners, anyone who's interested in learning the Korean language can apply for the program without with very little knowledge about the Korean language. So they can apply. We can give them a level test and assign them to the proper classrooms. Okay.
Okay.
Any other questions? Yep.
So there's a question is related with, okay, let me translate it first here. All right. So would you like to explain first about the admission, Yurim?
Admission?
This one?
The one you're showing on the screen?
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Which information do you want? Are you curious about?
About the levels?
The levels? There are 4 levels. Yeah. Level beginner 1 to 2 to intermediate level 1, 2. So there are 4 levels for this course.
Okay. So people with no knowledge at all can start from level 1, yeah?
Yeah,
Yes,
absolutely.
yes.
And we welcome those who have a little knowledge about the Korean language. We are stimulators. And upon the successful completion of intermediate level 2, they are usually able to get accepted for our degree programs. If they still want to do degree programs with the Hannam University. Would that be all right?
Yes. Thank
Okay,
you. That's
good.
very clear. All right, so I'm gonna read the question from Cahya Amaritya. She has a question about, with the increasing of COVID cases in Indonesia, the visa application to enter South Korea is now very difficult, and some even get dejected, even though they're using the student visa. Before, you explained that the visa application stage can be done after they complete all the documents. But if there's such problem, would Hannam University help help them with the visa application problem, to solve the problem?
Okay, let me answer to that important question. Students may mostly be interested in. Okay, so what I can say is that we are not diplomats, and we are consulate officers that can decide, to allow your visa applicants, get visas. But as a prestigious university in Korea, we will be ready. We'll be ready to send any support, any necessary support for to help the visa applicants of your country, attending our program or successfully completing our program, get the visa easily. So what we do is to issue the certificate of certificate completion, of the Cyber Korean Language Institute of Hannam University. That will be, efficiently used in, persuading the consular generals or consular officers, oh, these people, this student is well prepared and, already studied the Korean language to a certain level. So, okay. And the Hannam University has been taking care of this student. So we like I said, we do help the visa applicants with the issuance of Hannam University certificate, and simultaneously we also send the official document, official letter of support, something like that, a letter of support to help proceed more effectively with the visa application by your students. So these two procedures we do to help your students to get visas, to entry visas. But it's what I stress on once again is the visas are visa approvals are solely absolutely done by the consulars general. So we we are only helping them understand better what the students have been preparing for, studying abroad and studying in Korea. So through our cyber language program, and what level the students attain so far, something like that. So all kind of support we are ready to do. Okay.
Alright. Thank you, Director Kim. So untuk Cahya, apakah sudah jelas? Tadi Director Kim bilang bahwa karena mereka bukan konsulat, jadi mereka tidak bisa bantu untuk menguruskan visa secara langsung. Tapi yang bisa mereka lakukan adalah membantu untuk meyakinkan counselor bahwa siswa ini memang sudah serius untuk ikut dan juga sudah siap dengan dokumen-dokumennya. Jadi mereka fungsinya akan mencoba untuk persuasi gitu, supaya lebih mudah mendapatkan visanya. Nah, jika Cahaya masih kurang jelas, silakan nanti boleh ditanyakan lagi di kolom chat ya. Okay, it's clear. All right, thank you. All right, so I have another question from Luil Mahnun. Do we use Korean from the beginning to the end of lesson?
Excuse me, can you tell us again?
So in the language course, in the lessons, do we use Korean language from the beginning until the end of the lesson? I mean, is it gonna be monolingual, Korean only, or?
Yep.
It's going to be Korean only.
The medium of instruction is only Korean, no other language, no Indonesian.
No Indonesian, no English.
Or English.
No English. So,
okay. Please allow me interrupt a little bit to expedite the Q&A sessions quickly. Actually, we have provided a list of answers to the possible questions, frequently asked questions already to IES Foundation, as you know. So maybe you can gather, you can collect the questions here from the floor today, and then send us a list of questions, arise from the floor. Then we can later on, respond to those questions, via emails to IES, so that you can disseminate, you can send out our answers to the relative students. That's my suggestion. So we are running out of time, so we cannot. I just want to, answer to all the questions, until midnight, but we are running out of time. So that is my suggestion. Okay.
All right.
So maybe we can answer to one or two questions, final questions. Okay, if you don't mind.
Okay. So
thank you very much for your understanding.
All right. So will you be taking one more question? The final one?
Yeah, one or two questions.
The last one is from Diana Puspita. Is there any scholarships available for students exchange or master's degree program? Master's degree, master's degree.
Okay. Exchange student. Oh, is Diana? It's a Diana's question, right?
Yes, Diana's question.
Okay. Is Diana undergraduate student at one of your four-year colleges or university in Indonesia?
Diana?
To be able to study as an exchange student, she must attend, four-year college or university in Indonesia, and partnership between Hannam University and the corresponding Indonesian college or university should be done in advance. So that's gonna make it possible for us to, proceed with the exchange student program. But exchange student program usually waive tuitions, at host universities. So if you actually, we have two or three partner institutions in Indonesia already. Gajah Mada University, Jakarta, and Petra Christian University. So if we, but if Diana, if you attend another university, then we need a partnership with that university first. So please ask international officer of your university to contact us for possible partnership to be able to go ahead with the exchange student program, and to further a master's program. Scholarships are available already. Mostly 40% standard. 40% tuition support are given to graduate students usually. So if you wanna study in the master's program, then you must ask us, what majors are conducted in English or in Korean. So you should figure out the majors you want to study first, and then we can provide you our scholarship information in more detail through IES or via email through our manager, Mr. Yurim Chang. Okay.
All right. So thank you, Director Kim and Ms. Jong, for answering all the questions. I think now we're going to move on to the next part. Please, Mbak Rani.
All right. Thank you very much for the presentation and information you gave to us today. And well, Ms. Rita, ini seru banget ya. Oke, semoga informasi yang diberikan kepada teman-teman betul-betul bermanfaat. Dan sebelum kita mengakhiri sesi ini, ada beberapa informasi yang ingin saya sampaikan terlebih dahulu. Oke, sebentar ya. Dan bagi teman-teman yang mau bertanya lebih lanjut karena keterbatasan waktu, jadi silakan untuk email saja ke kami atau di DM ke Instagram kami apa saja nanti informasi yang dibutuhkan, nanti kita akan mencoba untuk menyampaikan kepada Hannam University. Oke, baik. Sebentar ya. Well, seperti yang tadi disampaikan oleh Mrs. Yurim bahwa kelas terdekat ini akan dimulai di bulan September, dan untuk pendaftaran sudah kita buka dan akan ditutup pada tanggal 15 Agustus. Jadi segera saja untuk mendaftar. Dan untuk dokumen yang dibutuhkan, silakan nanti untuk bertanya kepada kami melalui email atau melalui WhatsApp. Baik, kalau begitu, dan ada informasi satu lagi bahwa di minggu depan kita ada punya satu webinar yaitu Study to Canada, dan pendaftarannya pun sudah kita buka. Baik, oke, baik Miss Rita, kayaknya waktunya sudah mulai mendekati ini. Kita sebelum closing, kita akan adakan photo session dulu nih. Oke, baik. Untuk teman-teman silakan untuk on kameranya. Untuk kita photo session, kayaknya seru kalau misalkan kita menggunakan pose seperti ini kali ya, gitu.
Yeah, give a little heart.
Itu bisa, atau mungkin atau bisa begini. Atau begini,
like
silakan. Ya, baik. Ya, kita mulai ya. Saya hitung 1, 2, 3. Cheese, smile. Oke, baik. Ya, another one. Mungkin dengan gaya bebas, kita ulangi lagi ya. Kita mulai lagi. Oke, 1, 2, 3.
Heart. Okay.
Heart.
Very good.
Heart.
Very good.
1, 2, 3. Smile. Alright, thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Baiklah, terima kasih sekali lagi dan mewakili seluruh panitia yang bertugas. Saya Rani Adelina. Selamat sore dan sampai jumpa di webinar berikutnya. Thank you. Terima kasih. Stay healthy. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bye.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Director Kim and Miss Jung. Bye-bye.
Terima kasih, Erika, Rani,
Terima
Rita,
kasih.
and everybody. See you again.
See you again. Thank you.
감사합니다.
감사합니다.
감사합니다. 다음에 봐요.